In this video, I'm going to teach you how to handle the spouse objection. I need to talk to my spouse or my significant other or my partner or my business partner, whatever the case is, another decision maker. So there are some problems with this objection, and it's a tough one to handle. And let's look at what some of the problems are. The spouse has not been part of the value conversation, so they're not going to understand the comparison in what the person is spending versus what they're going to be getting. So they're just thinking, this is going to cost me a lot of money, and I don't even know, what I'm going to get out of it, or whatever the case is. So it's important to make sure that you don't just let the person say, I'm going to go speak to my spouse and hang up the phone. So understand some of the problems, and then we'll look at how to handle them. Another thing that can happen is that the spouse likely has head trash around money. And especially, again, because they haven't understood the value, it's going to be really, really hard to be able to trust the person you're talking to have a conversation around spending money and it actually work. So another problem is that the person that you're talking to likely won't be able to convey your service and what you talked about as well as you can. Another thing is that the spouse will likely have questions. So all of this can create confusion, and the truth is that a confused mind never buys. So here's how to handle it. First of all, you should understand whether or not there's a spouse or another decision maker early in the call. You should not wait until the objection's right at the end to hear about the spouse. Now, the spouse may not be supportive, and in quite a few cases they're not. So it's important to understand that specifically early in the call. If you can, really pay hyper attention. Listen, especially in the first 10 minutes of the call, to understand what the possible objections are, and see if there's a spouse or another decision maker, again, early in the call, and if they're supportive. So the spouse should be discussed early in the call, so objections are not the first time the spouse comes up. Now, if the spouse isn't supportive, asking them for support will almost always result in a no. So here's what you can say. And remember, this is all in a calm tonality. So what you can ask the person is, once they say, yeah, it sounds great, I just need to talk to my spouse. So you can just ask the person, would it be beneficial to you if we were to set up a call so that all three of us can talk? I can take any questions that your spouse may have, and then all three of us, we can make a decision at the end of that call and see if it really makes sense for us to move forward. How does that sound? Would that be of service to you? And the reason why you're asking, would it be beneficial to you, would it be of service to you, is because when you're asking, this is basically an offer. The offer is to get on another call, and that person will only be open to an offer if you've tied in the benefit of that offer to them. So this is what really helps you to set up the next call. All right, we're going to do a part 2, and we're going to look at how else you can handle this. What are some other things that might come up and how you can handle them?